Delzell tipping it up against Ross. Delzell wins the tip, and we're underway between Upper Iowa and Illinois Springfield.
You know, I have been anticipating this matchup for a long time, Josh. I know that Upper Iowa's hungry and wants to get one back.
King, though, is going to slam one right off the side of the backboard there to start, and a kind of a haphazard start there by the Peacocks there. Not sure that's what King wanted, but may have gotten fouled there as well. Tough to see. As here come the Prairie Stars now. This is Kunert, number 3, the top three-point shooter in the conference now. Over to Weber, a first-team All-GOVC representative last year for the Prairie Stars. Oh. And you can see right away the double team, and Hilmer's going to get hit with a reach-in foul after he thought he got the steal, but instead that'll be his first.
He's not too happy about that. He had a big old frown on his face, and we hate to see that on senior day, but it's only one. It's only one, Jake.
Prairie Stars now get it back into Weber. Right now matched up with versus Delzell. You can see King again trying to force the double team. It's going to be tough today for the Peacocks to try to rotate and sort of shut down Weber. Now this is Hannah. Shot clock down to 10. Now dumped inside. Weber, the hook shot. It's a perfect one off the glass. And you can see there Jack Weber, the junior from El Paso, Illinois, averaging 12.1 points per game. Actually was a unanimous selection of the first team All-GOVC last year.
Yeah, it has him listed as 6'6" in the program here, but he looks bigger than that, doesn't he?
Well, he's got some great footwork and some great shooting skills down low. And Upper Iowa right now, again, kind of fumbling around here offensively. King now gets it back over to Herntzer. He'll drive into the paint, has Weber all over him.
Nice move.
Will fall away and knock that one down. Who knew Kyle Herntzer had a shot like that? And he gets the Peacocks on the board.
That looks like the shot I practice at home on my Nerf basketball hoop.
He's been hanging out with Noah King and Jake Hilmer a little bit too much, it looks like. As Rice now trying to dump this one down to Weber. Again, you're going to see Illinois Springfield try to play through Weber. He's tied for 9th in the conference in assists per game as well. So a very apt passing big man. Rice now. Step back. King, nice closeout. Shot clock down to 7. Cross-court pass. Hannah now. Going to dump this one in. Weber, the left-handed shot, off the mark and off the backboard. Rebound Peacocks.
Good defensive stand there by the Peacocks. Forced Illinois Springfield into a shot that they didn't necessarily want.
Now Upper Iowa going to try to throw it right back in Springfield's face. This is Nick Reed now into the paint. Back outside. King now. Nice almost partial strip there by Hannah. Now again it's Reed.
Good work,
take
Nick.
down Kunert here. Going to go into him. The hook shot way off the mark, but it's because he was fouled. That'll be the first foul on Kunert, and Nick Reed is headed to the line. And what could you really say about Nick Reed? Last game for Upper Iowa, had 21 points, 8 rebounds, a season-high 4 blocks. The last one, the most important, as he stuffed Zion Richardson on a drive that would have won Quincy the game. But instead, Upper Iowa were able to come away with a 4-point victory. Reed did a lot of damage at the free throw line, and he starts the day off 1 for 1.
Yeah, last Thursday, Nick Reed had a big backpack on because he was carrying the team for a long time, and he's really what propelled or pushed Upper Iowa to that victory on Thursday night.
So Reed able to knock down both free throws. And Upper Iowa have their narrow 2-point lead here to start. Hannah now getting this one over to Kunert. Now this is Ross. Again, Weber closely marked by Delzell. King trying to provide some help side defense. And Weber dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds as Upper Iowa forces a turnover.
Well, it appears the strategy early on for Upper Iowa is they're going to double down on the post when Weber gets the ball there. So maybe try to force him into some tough situations. But, Illinois Springfield, what they have to do is they have to find that kick out, and then they're going to have to see how good Upper Iowa can recover.
Now on the other side, Hilmer, step back, three-pointer. That one's short. Rebound there by Hannah. Kunert now slows things up, gets it over to Rice. Nice ball move by the Prairie Stars, now to the far side. Now Rice, probing the defense for the moment. Again, Springfield trying to establish Weber. Nice pass back outside. Hannah, the three-pointer. That one in and out twice. Rebound eventually collected by Hilmer.
Wow, that one was quarter of the way down.
Had you holding your breath for a while there.
Herntzer
now back out. King likes the shot. Three-pointer. Yeah, almost in and out there.
A couple rim rollers here for both teams early in this game.
Rice now. Far side to Hannah. Again, Weber. Going to get a lot of touches here today in the low block. Reed now the one on him. He spins off him. Nice dump inside. Ross able to finish through a couple bodies.
Yeah, it looked like Upper Iowa switched too. They switched Delzell and Reed. Reed's got the Weber assignment now, and they're going to have Delzell on Rice.
Hilmer now gets into the lane. He is fouled, and he will be headed to the line for a couple free throws.
Yeah, he got it pretty hard on the hand there, shaking it out.
That will go against Jordan Rice. And that will put Hilmer at the line. Comes into this one. 7th in Division II, shooting 162 for 181 from the line. Good for 89.5%. Somehow, though, in the GLVC, that is only 3rd in the conference. Got a couple of good shooters in front of him as well. But, again, Jake Hilmer has been one of the best at getting to the line this season. He rolls one in off the front end for number 163 as his brother Austin Hilmer checks in for the first time today.
Yeah, and this being our last game here at home, I think it's the appropriate time to mention that I've been really impressed with the level of play here in the GLVC. I didn't think that it was going to be down. I didn't think that it was going to be any less than the NSIC, but a lot of really good players and a lot of really good teams in this league.
Max Griffin's going to check in for the Peacocks. Upper Iowa were, of course, picked 8th in the preseason poll in the GLVC in their first year. Not too many coaches apparently were watching the NSIC last year, but Upper Iowa are not going to mind that as they put themselves in a great position. But they got themselves a handful today in the Prairie Stars as Rice walks this one up the floor. Now Ross. Again, Weber going to post up real low on Delzell. Now the big man gets back in a good position. Single coverage for the moment. Weber now faces a double team as the Peacocks again deep in the clock. That's an air ball, and Hertzer clicks the rebound off the missed shot there from Rice.
A nice job there by challenging the shot and not fouling. Delzell hit it, Deli.
Three-pointer, that one too strong off the back iron. Rebound, though, up for grabs. Austin Hilmer comes away with it after he initially tipped it. And Upper Iowa will reset. Again, Peacocks up 6-4. In the corner now, Delzell, the three-pointer, that one off the back of the rim.
All right, 2 good looks there by Deli, unable to make them happen.
And right now, 6-4 in favor of Upper Iowa, as Hannah now has it here on the near wing. King now trying to mark him again. Another touch inside. Delzell got a piece of it, and King able to come up with the steal.
Boy, really impressed with the defense from Upper Iowa here so far.
King
for 3.
Steps into it. Yes, sir. Rolls it around once and drops it. And it's an early timeout by Illinois Springfield. Upper Iowa in the process.
Yeah, and it looks like Brooks is elected to throw the defensive unit out. He's going to have, and when I say defensive unit, I, of course, am speaking of Austin Hilmer and Maddox Griffin.
And Kyle Hertzer out there as well. Nick Reed and Hilmer, the ones joining them. Hannah now. He's been quiet to start here, the top scorer on this Illinois Springfield team.
Good
Forces
challenge.
up a shot. The rebound grabbed and then put back in by number 32 there in Isaiah Esker, the junior from St. Louis, Missouri.
Boy, tough rebound there and put back for that young man.
Even when Weber comes out, Esker provides a lot of great things in the post for Illinois Springfield.
Oh.
Somebody who provides a lot of great things for Upper Iowa, though, is Jake Hilmer as he knocks down another tough fall-away jumper.
Boy, I'm going to miss seeing that, aren't you? So smooth.
How many of those has he hit over the course of his career? How many of those have we called? So
A
many.
lot.
The floater in the lane is no good there from Rice. And Upper Iowa now pushing the pace. Hilmer gets this one to his brother Austin Hilmer.
Why not?
And transition.
Oh!
Big shot there by Austin Hilmer. And it's a couple of Hilmers now giving the Illinois Springfield Prairie Stars fits early on. And Upper Iowa now up 14-6.
And that woke up the crowd as Austin Hilmer says, hey, thanks, bro.
Esker now going to try to back down Reed. Reed's going to single cover him for the moment. Reed falls down, though, and Esker able to go right past him and pick up another 2 points.
Yeah, Esker, big fellow, stands in there at 6'10", 275. I mean, he is, as advertised, big fella inside for the Upper Iowa Peacocks to try to have to handle.
And they're going to have to wait for reinforcements here for the moment. Hilmer, another shot. Another nothing but net swish from Jake Hilmer, who is on his game here early on. With a couple of baskets there, sandwiched around his brother's three-pointer. Now inside. Rice now with the floater. That one too strong. Rebound. Esker fighting for it. And it's last off of him. Upper Iowa basketball. And here are those reinforcements. Upper Iowa are going to raise Illinois Springfield 6'11" Ethan Steinbraun into the game. And they're going to counter themselves with number 20 Evan Altman, who they say is 6'6". But I also do think, Mike Schrock, they might be lying a little bit as Altman comes into the game. He's pretty big too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of beef out there on the floor right now, that's for sure.
Hilmer, though, is the one who's on fire right now for Upper Iowa. Now he's sandwiched in between a couple. Tried to throw it behind the back. Gets it back himself somehow. Reed now. And it's going to draw a hand check there on Altman, on number 24, freshly into the game, Jaden Johnson. As King's going to set to check back in for Griffin. Hannah, Kunert, Johnson, Altman, and Esker the ones out there for Illinois Springfield. As Upper Iowa lead by 8. 13:03 left to go. Now Hilmer, after a couple dribbles, a tough layup there. Hannah with the defense. Rebound eventually scooped up there by Altman.
Yeah, Steinbron almost got his hands, almost able to knock that loose and grab that rebound. Ooh.
Hannah now through contact. There's going to be a foul called, and it will go against the Peacocks. And they're going to call that one against Steinbron. That'll be his first. Again, Hilmer was looking for the charge potentially on Hannah, but did not get it. And again, that will put the junior from Wichita, Kansas at the line. 14.8 points per game, leads the Prairie Stars. Also a team high 7.5 rebounds. Came in today leading the team with 40 steals, good for 1.4 per game, and 16 blocks, second with 89 assists. He was a member of the GLVC All-Defensive team last year, but if there's a part of his game that he's lacking a little bit, he's only a 71% shooter from the line, misses the first.
Yeah, and I just looking briefly at Illinois Springfield's statistical lineup here. They have 4 guys that average 12 points or above that play for them, and that's deadly because you've got guys that just can contribute all over the floor.
So Hannah able to knock down the second free throw there. As Upper Iowa now going to slow things down slightly. Nick Reed now off the pick and pop. Has Hannah marking him for the moment. Now he's going to try to back him down. Reed now. Thought about
nice
the spin
move,
inside,
Nick.
And he's fouled from behind by Hannah. And Nick Reed back to the line. And that has been the dynamic that Upper Iowa have taken on over this homestand. Playing a lot more physical, a lot more inside, and they've been getting rewarded for it as they've made several trips to the line.
Yeah, and I've always thought Nick Reed is a tough matchup. You can't throw a guy his size on him. Nick Reed standing at 6'7", because Nick Reed can move like he can. However, he can also step back and shoot the three. So you need a quick, tall guy to be able to handle Nick Reed, and there's not too many of those in the GLVC.
Able to knock down the free throw again. Recently made it to 1,000 points for his career overall, of course, over the course of his time at Emporia State and Upper Iowa. But after that, I do believe he's only 6 away from 1,000 points for his Upper Iowa career.
Boy, and it just seems like there's been a lot of 1,000-point scorers here as of recent, both on the men's and the women's side.
A lot of successful careers here, many of them being honored here today for Upper Iowa basketball as a whole. Shot clock approaching 10 as Johnson comes and collects. Now hand here on the near side. Esker trying to battle against Steinbron. They're going to get him for a second foul. I didn't really see too much in it, but Steinbron's been hit with 2 quick fouls.
Yeah, it looks like Steinbron was fighting for position. He's trying to get in front there and not able to do so, and unfortunately had the foul called against him.
Cooner gets loose down low, and he pits it up and in for 2 points.
I think Coach McCowan is arguing that, hey, it's both guys pushing, not just my guy.
18-11 is your score. King stopped in the lane, back out to Nick Reed. He'll fire, 3-point shot. That one too strong. Rebound collected by Hannah. Hannah now going to try to go coast to coast potentially in the corner. Closeout was a hard one. Johnson for 3 gets that one to go, and Illinois Springfield right back in it within 4. 11:40 left to go here in the first half. King now off the drive, back over to Austin Hilmer. He'll try again, 3-pointer. That one off the front of the rim. And Upper Iowa now in a little bit of a slump.
Yep, need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On the drive now off the screen. Hannah back out. Johnson scoops this one over to Cooner. Gets to the mid-range spot. Wide open. Didn't get it to go. Steinbron picks up the rebound.
Upper Iowa looking to push the pace. Both teams want to get up and down the floor.
King now. He'll pull up. 3-pointer is short. And some of these shots now are a little bit too rushed right now for Upper Iowa. Hannah now going coast to coast. He puts it up and in for 2. And a little bit of a coming together maybe after that last basket.
And getting chippy, Josh.
Again, these two teams have a lot to play for here today. And the pressure ratcheted up by the crowd on hand to see it. Steinbron eventually able to scoop that ball. Now looking to back down Esker here. Trying to take it to the big man. Hook shot, though, rejected by Esker. Loose ball scooped up by Hannah. Hannah now drives on King. He rises up. Too strong. Rebound collected by Steinbron.
There we go. Big break there for Upper Iowa. Got to get a basket this possession.
I think Delzell's going to check back in for the big man, but right now going to have to help out offensively here. Upper Iowa only nursing a 2-point lead now at this point. King now going to get the screen from Steinbron. Didn't get much of it there. We'll try to help out on Reed. Now here goes Steinbron once again. Shot clock down to 8. Gets this one inside to a cutting Hertzer. Hertzer now rises up through contact. Doesn't get the first attempt to go.
Got his own rebound.
But he gets his own rebound.
He's going right back up.
Yes, he is, and he draws the foul. 10.
Yeah, a lot of their shots falling short, too. Just wondering if maybe the not getting enough legs underneath them, or maybe a little tired from that marathon that they had last Thursday.
So Hertzer shooting 44% from the line, not for a lack of trying. Misses the first free throw there. Averaging 8.2 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game coming into today. He's got 14 steals in his last 5 games entering play. He has just been an absolute unit for Upper Iowa, really since joining the starting lineup all the way back in December when it took on Truman State here at home.
Yeah, and if there is one weakness in Hertzer's game right now, early in his career, it is free throw shooting, and he knows it. There's no denying it, but that's something that he'll look to improve on here in the coming years.
Pass inside, read by Hilmer, but he'll knock it out of bounds as again Upper Iowa sent another player at Weber since he's checked back into the game. He's out there with Altman, Kunert, Rice, and then also out there is Ross back into the game. As it is Rice taking this one out of bounds. Hannah, the one getting a breather right now for the Prairie Stars. Upper Iowa will try to take advantage of that. But Delzell now back on Weber. Quickly spins, 7 on the shot clock. Backs him down. Delzell got up in the air and at least fouled him hard enough to avoid an and one, but that will put Weber at the line.
Yeah, it looked like he got him across the forearm there as Weber was going up. So good call there. Tough call for Upper Iowa.
Weber this year shooting 55% from the field, but he's shooting 60% from the free throw line. With the southpaw delivery there, too strong off the backyard. Third on the team with 82 assists, 17 steals, and 12 blocks coming into today. And in the first meeting versus Upper Iowa, he was a problem as he went for 21 points.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Able to knock down the second free throw there to make it 19-17.
And Springfield going to put a little token pressure on there.
Not much doing there. Hilmer now will bring it into the front court here with Rice, the one guarding him currently. Been a little bit of a slow start across the board. Hilmer had those couple of baskets in a row. Now trying to add another here. Mid-range shot. It's good. And Jake Hilmer right now on point as he is apt to be here inside of Dorman as he knocks down another mid-range jumper.
I just refuse to be surprised by anything that he does anymore. Watch this kid for 5 years in an Upper Iowa jersey and never surprised.
Upper Iowa trying to hope that Hertzer can do something versus Weber, but if not any extra help's going to help, it's going to look like Weber's going to eat that matchup up, despite how good Hertzer is defensively. Now off the switch. Hilmer now is going to match up against Weber. This could be danger zone for the big man. Hilmer now fake the step back. Now off the cut. Keeps continuing to move. Nice pass outside. King for 3 points. Too strong. Rebound though. Hertzer hustling. Pokes to King. Another three-pointer. That one's short as well. King gets to his own rebound, and Upper Iowa already set for a third time.
Oh, man. What hustle by Kyle Hertzer there. Keeping that ball alive. Noah King able to grab it and reset.
Off the switch. Hilmer now off the spin. Falling away. Doesn't get the roll that time, though. Meyer was looking for a foul there. Reed, though, had the matchup inside on Rice. They just didn't get it to him.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a foul there, but Jake's always looking for a foul because if he can get to the free throw line, those are almost guaranteed points for Upper Iowa.
Again, Hertzer doing everything he can against Weber right now. He's the only man on the island currently. Weber now back outside, and nobody was ready for it. That's over and back, but it's a save there by Altman. Last second, 1 on the shot clock. Rice, last second, 3. Miss. Rebound by Ross, but it's over the back. Man, that was nearly a huge break for Illinois Springfield, but instead, Upper Iowa still maintaining a 2-point lead. We've hit the under 8 media timeout. We'll be right back after the short break. Now they're flustering each other right now on the court.
Yeah, Illinois Springfield, 14 of their 19 points are in the paint, so Upper Iowa is going to have to try to find a way to slow that down a little bit.
Starters right now on the floor for the Upper Iowa Peacocks is Hilmer off a couple screens. Another mid-range jumper. That one off the mark, though, to the left. Hannah back into the game, gets the rebound.
That's probably the best look he's had today and unable to make it happen.
Rice couldn't pull the trigger there. He'll opt to dribble back outside. He's a 42% shooter. I'm surprised he didn't pull that one there and was just a little late recognizing the defense. Weber again working down low against Hertzer. There's the pass inside. Weber now puts it down on the floor, rises up, and he evades 3 different contesting Peacock players for another 2 points.
Yeah, it just seemed like he was in the lane an awful long time. Coach McCowan questioning that as well. So
21-21, 7:05 left to go here in the second half. As Hilmer now picked up his dribble, is under some pressure here. Back out though to King. King now with the shot clock approaching 10. Hertzer on the drive. Falling away, was off balance there and got nothing on the shot.
Yeah, not the shot that I think Upper Iowa was looking for there.
As Rice now. Hertzer trying to jump that pass. Weber will come out to collect far away from his usual post-up spot. Now a couple screens. Kunert now goes for the mid-range shot. Doesn't get to go. Reed flies in for the rebound. Nick Reed now. Might try to look coast to coast, back outside. Delzell, three-point shot off to the left.
Oh, he's just been stone cold so far this game.
Nothing falling right now for Upper Iowa. It's been the defense that is keeping them in it. Hannah now in the lane, almost traveled with it, almost threw it away. But here comes Rice now. Reed went for the poke from behind. Rice still has it. Altman now off the flyby in the lane. The power move, a wild shot. It's off of Reed's leg last, and it will be Illinois Springfield basketball still. Austin Hilmer's going to check back in for who, we're not sure yet. And it's going to be for Nick Reed.
He wasn't sure either. He's like, who's that again, coach? Yeah, Austin Hilmer coming in, hopefully cause some chaos here.
And points ranking systems, Upper Iowa 2, Truman 3, Lewis 4, William Jewell 5, Illinois Springfield 6, McHenry 7, Umsel 8. Illinois Springfield just .02 behind William Jewell. So off that loss today by the Cardinals, Illinois Springfield could move up at least one spot potentially. Kunert, three-point shot, in and out, rebound though by Weber, and he's going to rise up and put that one right back in. And Jack Weber right now is again, walking bucket for the Prairie Stars.
That's Jack Weber like the grill because he's cooking. How about that one?
That's your one. That's your one. That's your one for the day.
Okay.
Leave the bad jokes to me. As Hertzer now trying to bounce this one inside. King's been having a really tough start here. Now trying to back down Hannah. Gets inside. No, King not going to get the roll. Hertzer, though, gets the offensive board. Right back up and in as he picks up King there on that shot.
Where did Kyle Hertzer come from? He just kind of popped out of nowhere there. You couldn't see him from our seats there, but able to elevate, get the rebound, and the putback.
And utilizing those broad shoulders to sneak in to get that rebound. Trying to front Weber there, as at least put him off the block for initially. But now here comes Weber once again. Pounding the rock with that left hand. Back out to Rice. Shot clock down to 10. Hilmer now trying to stick with Rice. He flies by, though. Rice there, able to get the open look to go.
Yeah, nice little head fake there by Rice, and Austin flying out of bounds there. But, man, what a great move there by Jordan Rice.
And this is a great Illinois Springfield team. Just when you think you've got them beat, they'll put up a shot fake, and you won't know what hit you. Hilmer now trying to match with a basket of his own. Another fall away, another make. Jake Hilmer has found his spot over there on that far side as he knocks down yet another shot.
Yeah, he's so good with his back to the basket. You know, you typically don't want players to play with their back to the basket like that, but he's so good with that turnaround jumper. Oh, it's just unbelievable.
Rice now again looking for a screen now from Weber as he switches on to the smaller Hilmer. Hertzer, though, able to get back in time. Shot clock down to 10. Weber now assessing his options. Now he's going to face up on Hertzer. Hertzer gets in front, and it's a charge drawn by Hertzer on Weber.
Yeah. Yep, without a doubt there, Weber extended that forearm. Hertzer was in good defensive position, and, you know, most people are like, well, he wasn't set. You don't have to be set. You just have to have good defensive position. And if the offensive player extends that forearm to create an advantage, that's where you get the offensive charge.
Steinbraun, Reed, and Hafner back in for Upper Iowa. Esker and Johnson back in. And they will join Hannah, Rice, and Cooner out there on the floor for Illinois Springfield.
Boy, 25s apiece here, and both teams just kind of been exchanging blows. One will go on a run, the other will go on a run.
Well, Hilmer's going on a run by himself. Another dipsy-do mid-range shot there. I was about to say Mike shot. Upper Iowa first in the GLVC in scoring. Illinois Springfield are second in the GLVC in scoring. And we got a defensive slugfest on our hands.
Yeah.
And we're going the other way once again as they're going to get, looks like Johnson for a moving screen with the body. They're 7 for 8 so far from the line, I do believe. And again, limiting the turnovers and playing some really strong defense, forcing another turnover off of an offensive foul.
Boy, struggling is an understatement. The teams are combined 3 for 17 from behind the three-point line. Upper Iowa being 2 of 12. Illinois Springfield being 1 of 5.
Right now, I don't think me and you could do much better out there on the court. I'm sure that's going to change here in a few minutes, but we shall see. Hilmer was fouled on a hand check there by Rice. And he will head back to the line because Upper Iowa in the bonus there. This will be a one-on-one opportunity. However, for Jake Hilmer, you can usually bank on it being 2 free throws as he knocks down the first. Hernser back in for Hafner. Right now, Upper Iowa living at the line has been a real asset to them here so far the last few games, and Jake Hilmer really has been the catalyst for that as he steps up and knocks down that free throw. He was 35 for 39 from the line over his last 3 games, and that's really been because he's been hitting double-digit free throw attempts over these last few games here at home.
Yeah, and much of what you were saying, both these teams are the 1 and 2 in scoring in the GLVC, but clearly both of them game plan to play better defense.
Steinbraun sticks with Esker, but that's a nice hook shot there by the big man. And I told you, Weber goes out, but you cannot blink for a moment when Esker comes in. He is just as good and efficient from down low on the block.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job and takes up a lot of space, causes a lot of havoc.
What is up with that side for Jake Hilmer? He's hitting every shot as he goes to his right there. He knocks down another one.
I think that's kind of where the sun's peeking through the windows up here, and I think he likes to shoot in the sun.
I believe he's up to 12 as Esker again gets loose on Steinbraun and puts that one up and in.
Boy, Illinois just scored, I believe it was their 24th point in the paint, just pounding Upper Iowa within the colored lane there.
Hilmer, the heat check from 3, yes sir! And Jake Hilmer now absolutely running the show here in this game. I believe he's up now to 15 points. Ross now gets this one back over to Hannah. Springfield now going to try to get inside. Austin Hilmer with the deflection. Hannah now stuck in the corner trying to take on Hilmer. Gets into the lane. He lost the handle, but they're going to call a foul. And Austin Hilmer's got to be careful there about launching the ball, and he'll get a talking to from the official about that. You can't be too careful in those situations. No, he's frustrated. That's only his first foul, though.
Yeah.
And Dalzell at the scores table. He's going to take out Steinbraun. As again, Illinois Springfield looking for someone to throw the ball in.
And I just want to be clear there. The reason he didn't get a technical is because he's not mad. He's not mad at the official. He was just disappointed he didn't get it. And he's an emotional guy, so. But he's got to watch himself because that could have easily been teed up.
Ross now, the mid-range shot, gets that one to go. Man, there's a lot of left-handed players on this Illinois Springfield team, and they're all really good.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's like a bunch of Reggie Millers out there.
Hilmer now. Tough screen from Hernser. Another heat check. And he still made it, maybe through contact. Jake Hilmer absolutely blowing away the Illinois Springfield defense at the moment. He's got Upper Iowa ahead by 6.
You think Jake knows that this is his last game in Dorman?
Oh, he's making it a point here today to go out with a bang. Hannah now takes it in the lane. The scoop layup, no good. Dalzell tips it to Reed. Hilmer now has it. Can he go for another?
Are we going to get a heat check here?
He's had 2 in a row of those. I think we know he's hot. Can he keep it going, though? Mid-range shot. Hilmer, yes! Oh! You cannot guard Jake Hilmer. Struggling a little bit from the field is the entire team, but there's no doubt right now that Jake Hilmer is not struggling.
Yeah, and I know the Prairie Stars during their timeout are saying, hey, somebody's got to guard him, and they're saying, Coach, we're trying. We're trying. He's tough to guard.
Well, he had a tough game versus Illinois Springfield first time out, but right now he is making life tough for them as they're up by 8 with 1:17 left to go. Ross now trying to get this one to Hannah. Hannah now, instead of taking on Hernser, gets it over here to the near side, but Esker trying to battle down low. Dalzell went for the steal, went for the block, but Esker is headed to the line. And the big man once again providing some steady work down low. He's going to get rewarded with a couple of free throws. Hafner will come in for Upper Iowa soon. So too will Altman for Illinois Springfield. Esker, again, I mentioned 5.6 points per game, 2.9 rebounds per game out of St. Louis, Missouri. As he's set to attempt this first free throw. Misses it, though, a 44% shooter from the line. He went to Parkway South High School. I hear they make pretty good teachers over there at Parkway South, but not sure what Esker is into as far as his major is concerned. But right now, trying to at least get 1 out of 2 at the line for the Prairie Stars, who have been hit by a fistful of Jake Hilmer over the last few minutes. But Esker goes 0 for 2.
A nice break for Upper Iowa, and guess who? I'm guessing Jake Hilmer is going to take this shot here, too.
As Hilmer now hounded by Hannah, and this is about the defense that you have to play at this point. Hernser trying to get a screen in there. Hilmer, though, maintaining the handle. fakes the step back, leans in, tried to squeeze it through to Herntzer, but Altman and Esker combined to knock that out of bounds. Still Upper Iowa basketball, 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, usually we see Jake Hilmer when he steps through like that and has nobody in front of him. He kind of hits that running jumper. I thought we were going to see that again, but saw an opening that maybe he would be able to hit there with Herntzer.
Herntzer now is going to drive on Esker. Shot clock down.
Nice.
Herntzer, that one a little bit too high off the backboard. Upper Iowa going to have to get back as Hannah now controls.
And Upper Iowa is going to get one more possession.
Herntzer tries to jump the lane there, but now this is Kunert back in the game. Hafner the one guarding him. Esker battling down low with Reed. Altman from the corner. That one is short. Rebound by Esker. Ripped away partially, but Esker sticks with it. Misses the hook shot, but there is Ross. And there'll be a timeout. Upper Iowa with 18.7 on the...
To contribute.
Yeah, he has left everybody in the dust pretty much so far in this contest. You do the math. 24 out of 39 of Upper Iowa's points so far. Is he going to add to that total here to close out the first half? Clock is down to 10. Hannah going to try to stick with them step for step. Hilmer now makes his move. Lost the handle. Has to come and recollect the ball. Passes to King. King looking for the three-point shot. Short rebound, and that'll do it here for the half. Great defense there by the Prairie Stars. But for them, they find themselves down by 6 after these Upper Iowa Peacocks. Again, the two men's basketball seniors being honored here today. We've seen both of them in Hilmer and Hafner. Can they get a win in their final game inside of Dorman? Who knows? Right now, Upper Iowa going to start right off the bat with a turnover. Reed ahead of the pack. Rises up. Sevens up, Nick Reed. And how about that to start the second half? Nick Reed, clear the runway, slams it down.
Oh, Nick Reed elevating.
Well, if the fans weren't into it from the jump, they are now. A loud opening act by Reed. Now on the double team, it's Herntzer tapping that one out. It will stay with the Prairie Stars.
Gee, Josh, I was hoping my Snickers candy bar that I had at halftime would have a little time to settle, but I guess not. Here we go.
Well, right now, Illinois Springfield could use a Snickers because they are not them right now as they are down by 8. Hannah now off the handoff. Spin in the lane. Help side from Delzell, but somebody got too much of the arm. And I'm going to wonder, that's going to be Herntzer there, who is guilty of a foul. That'll be his first. Let's take a look, folks, at the fantastic dunk by Nick Reed.
Nick Reed, a recipient of a loose ball there, and decides, you know what? I'm going to put it down the easy way. Easy for him, not for the rest of us.
No, certainly not. I need about a foot, I would say, extra to maybe even attempt something like that. Hannah at the line once again. Again, last year only averaged 7.3 points per game, so he's doubled up that average this year. But again, was very proficient in assists, blocks, and steals as he has been over the course of his career. 7 double-doubles coming into this one, a one-time GLVC Player of the Week this year. He had 13 points and 10 rebounds on Thursday versus Truman. And that was a big win as far as the standings are concerned. King inside, no call there. Hannah gets the rebound, and he's pushing the pace right away. Hannah now spins on Reed, rises up, he's blocked in the lane. So no call on one end, no call on the other there as the officials letting them play here so far early on in the second half.
Yeah, kind of a tick for tack there, and no harm for either team, and we'll play on.
Hilmer now has Rice on his shoulder. A little bit of a double team there. Hilmer falling away. The man continues to knock down every shot from the right side of the court. Make it 26 for Jake Hilmer.
I have literally run out of things to say about him. Just, my Lord.
We're going to have to start making up words.
Right.
Might need to ask his siblings maybe. I'm sure they've got some words about Jake Hilmer as well. As Delzell now has Weber to guard here on the low block. The help side comes from King. Weber spins away. Delzell blocks the shot, I do believe.
Here we go, Upper Iowa.
Herntzer now passes up the long-range shot now. Gets this one to Delzell. Contested three-pointer. Does not matter. Delzell knocks it down. Timeout, Illinois Springfield. Upper Iowa find themselves ratio at plus 1.67. When you're not turning the ball over and you're making shots, you usually get up to double-digit leads.
Yeah, is that good? Those numbers you just read
First in the nation. I don't know if there's anybody that can beat them, so I would say that's pretty good. And they've really been the pole runner in that statistical category pretty much the entire year. As Weber now on the block, has Reed in front of him, spins back to the left hand, was short with the layup there, had a good look with his dominant hand, but he couldn't put it down.
Yeah, it was a good look there for Weber, just unable to connect there, and I think maybe Upper Iowa's got him hopefully a little frustrated.
Hilmer now, back outside, Reed, nice shot fake there, trying to get past, Kunert gets to the rack, gets enough English on that layup attempt to get it to go.
That was probably the ugliest layup I've ever seen, but Nick Reed makes it look pretty.
That layup was about 99% pure grit and strength, and then even 1% accuracy. Hertzer now stops the drive on the baseline. Weber, though, gets it back. Has a couple of Peacocks trying to keep tabs on him here as he faces up on Reed. Hertzer now sleeves in. Weber, though, spins and goes with the right hand. And it's like watching Tim Duncan reincarnate at times.
Yeah.
Again, Weber is so technically sound for this Prairie Star team.
He's like advanced post-move teacher out there.
Hilmer now spins away once again. That one left short. Altman there with the rebound.
Rare miss for Hilmer in this game.
That's because he went to the left side. He's been making them all from the right side. Hertzer able to pick off that pass as he was fronting Weber there. And again, Hertzer continues to add to his steals total, especially over these last 5 games.
Again, looking to get Noah King involved here.
King now, the hook shot inside, and that's a little bit more Noah King basketball than what we've seen here to start this game. Nice basket there, and it's back to 13 points.
You know, the last couple games, Noah King started off a little slow, but has really come along in the second half of those games. Hoping that's the case here as he started a little bit slow for Upper Iowa in this one.
Cooner able to get that one to go. He has been pretty quiet today from three-point range, hasn't gotten the same looks. Because, again, he's first in the GLVC in three-point percentage and threes per game, but he has not really contributed so far here today, as he's only attempted 1 3-pointer. Inside, King, nice dish off, inside the finish there by Hertzer.
Wow. Well executed there by Upper Iowa. King drawing everybody in the kitchen sink, and Hertzer just pops in for the easy layup.
Hannah now goes into Hertzer, rises through, and one. What a finish there. Hertzer camping in and trying to slow down this Springfield team, but there's so much talent out there that it's going to be a real tussle to try to continue to do so to close out this game.
Yeah, and this game up to about halftime was kind of back and forth, and I feel like Upper Iowa has a little bit of the momentum right now swinging towards their side, so they've got to ride that wave as long as they can and continue to build on this lead.
Well, it's been less Jake Hilmer over these last few minutes and more about the rest of the players out on the floor. King off of the basket, gets it back out to Hertzer. Has Altman on him currently, can't shake him for the moment. Shot clock approaching 10. King now on the drive, rises up, too strong though with the attempt, though was looking for a foul call there, did not get it. And Coach McCowan not happy about that either.
Yeah, we'll give Evan Altman some credit there. His defense was pretty good there on Noah King.
Weber once again has Hertzer on him by himself. Hertzer now going to try to do all he can. Nice pass inside. Hannah with almost an amazing finish, but it rimmed out on him.
Wow.
King now going to go right up the floor. Going to try to take it all the way inside. Reverse layup is short.
Ooh.
But it's poked away. Hertzer follows up. 3-point shot. Max Griffin, yes, sir!
Oh!
Big shot by Griffin, and Upper Iowa back up by 14.
Oh, Maddox Griffin is hype right now.
Started getting the opportunities in the minutes last week versus S&T in Maryville, and he has not looked back. Big 3-point shot by Griffin.
Yeah, he's definitely been making the most of his opportunity here. Stepped in late in this season and really have been a key contributor to Upper Iowa. Maybe not statistically, but definitely in what they do defensively.
Hertzer sticks with Weber. He throws it away. It trickles out of bounds. Upper Iowa basketball. And Hertzer now going chest to chest right now with Weber, and he has forced the big man into a couple mistakes here as of late. Reed and King are going to take a breather as Griffin and Jake Hilmer are out there. Hertzer also is going to take a break. Ethan Steinbraun's going to check back in as Delzell and Austin Hilmer are the other two out there for Upper Iowa. Jaden Johnson and Isaiah Esker are out there back on the floor along with Hannah Kunert and Altman.
You know, Maddox Griffin was just standing in front of our scores table here. He kind of looks like one of the Duax brothers.
Got a little bit of length to him as well. Hilmer, the mid-range shot. That one off the mark. Esker pulls down the rebound. Of course, you'd still have to add another about 4 or 5 inches of wingspan onto somebody to make them a Duax. That's pretty much the going rate for those guys.
Right, and those guys both could glide.
Now on the drive, Griffin trying to stick with Hannah, but nice take there by the leading scorer for Illinois Springfield to pick up 2 more points.
Lead down to 12 for Upper Iowa.
Hilmer now asking for a screen from Steinbraun. The big man gets a lot of Hannah. Hilmer in the lane. Skirts through. Delzell from the corner. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Right in front of the student section. Another big 3-pointer for Delzell. He's made his last 2 attempts.
Oh, man. I love it when Deli hits the 3.
He has caught something fierce from downtown over these last few home games. The 3-point shot from Johnson is no good off to the right.
Upper Iowa with a little bit of a smaller lineup there, with the exception of Deli and Steinbron.
Hilmer now has almost 3 players guarding him at once on that drive. Now backs it out. Directing traffic here. Steinbron trying to help give him some room. Hannah, though, sticking with him for the moment. Hilmer now off 1 fake, off 2 fakes. Griffin left open. Another 3. Yes, sir! Maddox Griffin will not be denied. Up that only has 1 3-pointer. They're a top-scoring team, but the thing is, you're going to have to take a lot more outside shots to cut into the deficit.
Yeah, I do remember Upper Iowa at one point in the first half, they were 2 for 12.
2 for 12, even worse. So they have righted the ship there. Steinbron gets his hand in the passing lane there, knock it out of bounds. It will stay with Illinois Springfield. Nick Reed and Kyle Herntz are going to check back in. Steinbron will check out. And Herntz is going to come in for Max Griffin, who I'm sure is going to get a rousing ovation and some handshakes in the line on the bench here, and he absolutely has deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, if Jake doesn't go off in that first half, I mean, I would throw Max Griffin out there, player of the game.
He's starting to make a case there. He's still got a few points to catch up. Illinois Springfield step on the line there on that loose ball, and it's going to be Upper Iowa basketball.
Yeah, Upper Iowa, Illinois Springfield just playing like they're a little shell-shocked right now with the barrage of outside shooting that Upper Iowa's hit them with early in the second half.
They're clicking in every area of the game right now. Hilmer now switches on to Altman. Speeds into the lane. Another fake. Dumps this one inside. Reed with the mismatch. Rises up for the hook shot, but he's too strong with it. Rebound once again by Hannah.
Oh, yeah, good position. Just unable to make it. Did a little strong on the hook.
Hannah with the take. It's ripped away by Reed, and it will stay with Illinois Springfield.
Both coaches, it seems like every possession at this point are begging for fouls, and the officials pretty consistent today, letting them play. It's been rough, that's for sure.
Kunert left open for 3. He misses the attempt. Altman there with the board, and he's fouled and headed to the line. I was going to say, Mike Schreck, I didn't want to mention it in the women's game, but we finally had a streak of 5 straight games with a technical foul broken up by the Prairie Stars, which I'm a little surprised about how close that game was, but kind of good to see there. But always room to start a new streak here inside of Dorman.
Right. Technical fly in this, Jim. I'm not really sure why. I believe the 19 to 22-year-olds straight across from us on the other side of the floor probably have a lot to do with that.
Evan Altman, the one at the line, junior from Indianapolis, Indiana, 4.1 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game coming in today. He had 10 points in the season high, 9 rebounds on Thursday versus Truman State, so probably working his way a little bit more into the lineup, knocks down the free throw there. And he is in there right now with the likes of Ross, Kunert, Hannah, and Rice, who's right now trying to guard Jake Hilmer, which is really a fool's errand at this point. As Hilmer steps back, the three-pointer, short off the rim there.
Oh, good-looking shot, good move to get himself open, just unable to connect.
Kunert now on Hilmer, and he reached in at the last second and definitely got some arm there, it did look like. And that will go.
Yeah, Upper Iowa's got to keep the foot on the gas, though, because we've seen Illinois Springfield able to score points in bunches, and, they're not number 2 in the league in scoring, by luck. They can put the ball in the basket, and we don't want to run into a clip where they all of a sudden are hitting everything they put up. So Upper Iowa's got to continue to stay aggressive offensively. Whoop.
Noah King's going to check back in for Austin Hilmer. Illinois Springfield came today first in the GLVC and 4th in all of Division II, shooting 41.6% from 3. So the fact that they are 1 for 8 so far in this game is quite surprising. But because Kunert's only had a couple looks from 3, he's the main man in that regard. The rest of the Prairie Stars onslaught from downtown just has not been able to get going.
Yeah, and I think Upper Iowa has reached a point where they've been able to counter the dominant play of Weber inside with a barrage of 3-pointers here.
Ross now switches on to Hilmer. Dump down inside. Herntzer now going to spin around, try to get the better of Rice. He's short there. No call on a potential foul. And here comes Rice the other way. Near side here. Kunert passes up the shot. Now we'll get it back as Reed trying to stick with him.
Iowa clinging to a 14-point lead here.
As the ball back out to Altman. Now Hannah calling for it. Shot clock's approaching 10. Hertzer's the one sticking with him for the moment. Ross now trying to get the better of King. Now goes into the mid-range shot. Gets that one to go after a little bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, he's hit a couple nice 15, 16-foot jumpers for the Prairie Stars. And again, left-handed. Got a nice-looking shot.
Peacocks have misfired a little bit on their last few attempts. As Hertzer now trying to change things here. King left open from downtown. Passed up the shot, though, looking for something easier. Gonna back down in the paint. Now the fadeaway here, and he was hit. And finally, Upper Iowa have been looking for that call, and it's going to be Hannah who's the guilty party. As King was able to get the separation, that's the second foul on Hannah, and Noah King is at the line.
Yeah, it's rare that you see a fadeaway shot like that. Get a foul call, and let's see, really make some contact, but the officials saw some contact there and decided to blow the whistle.
Well, Noah King at the line, 82.5% from the charity stripe. That's good for 10th in the GLVC. Came into this one with 4 20-plus point games in his last 8 games for Upper Iowa, and he's been, again, right behind Hilmer as far as the scoring output has been concerned. Misses the second free throw there, 4th in the GLVC in points per game.
Yeah, at one point he was up there to 3rd, but gone through a couple, like we talked about earlier, a couple first halves where he's just gone through a little scoring drought in those halves.
I don't think you'd be surprised to learn that Zion Richardson is the one who passed him going into 3rd. So.
Oh, man, that kid's incredible.
Offensive foul here on the near side as Ross is going to get hit with a foul here. And that'll be his second. And that'll be the second foul of the half on Illinois Springfield.
Yeah, if I could talk about Zion Richardson for a minute. I talked about him with my wife to my wife all the way home. He's just an incredible player.
This conference is full of them. Illinois Springfield's got a lot of them. And down low, it's Kunert, who is one of those players. He's going to get hit with the foul as he tried to tangle with Nick Reed, and he came up on the wrong side of it, as that's his second foul.
Yeah, both teams right now kind of testing the line of how physical they can be.
Reed's definitely going to enjoy that. Back outside, though. King left open. The three-pointer. Yes, sir!
Boom.
Noah King back on target from downtown. Upper Iowa back up by 16.
Yeah, and Upper Iowa seems to have gotten the three-pointers right this half, and when that's rolling, it's really tough to stop this Upper Iowa team.
Now on the drive, Hertzer kind of cutting off there. Hannah for a second, but that was a beautiful-looking reverse layup that he's able to convert.
That's like a poster shot there, man. That was incredible.
Hung in the air for a good minute or two, and was able to knock it down.
It had to have been close to a world record for just hanging in the air.
Maybe he's wearing some hover shoes. I can't tell.
Right.
Hilmer now tries to go all the way. The layup there is blocked from behind. I think it was Ross who eventually got a piece of it. Maybe it was Kunert. They'll stick, though, with the Peacocks.
Boy, when Jake Hilmer decides he wants to go to the rim, he gets there pretty darn quick, doesn't he?
Reed now again has Kunert on him, and Kunert is going to get hit with another foul as he kind of threw his forearm into Reed there, and that's going to be his 3rd foul. And this is a guy who went 3 for 6 from 3 in the first meeting versus Upper Iowa, went 4 for 7 from 3 on Thursday versus Truman State, but right now the only 3 he has is 3 fouls.
And I don't know if these are frustration fouls by Illinois Springfield or...
I don't know how Jake Hilmer just kept his balance and kept his dribble. He's still going on the low block now. With Hannah all over him, draws the foul in the end. That's a little Harlem Globetrotters stunt there by Hilmer after he slipped and still somehow finds a way to get to the line.
Yeah, and he just about finished that, too. If he would have made that, I was going to take my headset off and just go home.
Curly Neal's going to sue him for copyright, I think. Oh, my goodness. What an amazing balancing act by Hilmer as he knocks down the first free throw there. As so far now in this game, he is now up to 27 points. As far as the season high is concerned, still has a ways to go. He had 39 very early on in the season versus Michigan Tech. And what was a big early statement win by the Peacocks to begin the year in the Wisconsin Dells. And here today, he's got 28 points now.
And I think his career high is somewhere around 42, isn't it?
That was, I think, here. No, it was on the road set at Sioux Falls. He had 41 here versus MSU Moorhead. That was the three-point barrage game. And Jake Hilmer actually is clutching his face.
Work now, work now.
Line shooting two for the Prairie Stars, number 5.
A little bit there, Mike Schrock.
Boy, don't you love this time of year? Like when everything matters, everything counts, and you can't overlook one team or another, and you got to come out and you got to try to win every game because every game is important.
And this game might mean the most out of the bunch between these two teams. King right to the rack, left
no.
it short though. Rebound was available, but it's last off of King. Oh no! Illinois Springfield is mad, and I would agree. That's last off of King. I'm shocked that they don't obviously not within the time period to review it, but Coach Brock definitely has a huge point here, folks. That was last off of Noah King. Can Upper Iowa take advantage of the break?
Yeah, that was right in front of us, Josh, and we did see that was clearly off Noah King.
King goes for the fadeaway off target, and maybe a little ball don't lie there as Weber draws the foul on Herntzer, and he's going to head to the line. And on Herntzer, that will be his third foul. So fouls are starting to pile up a little bit. They're going to put Weber at the line, where he's only a 60% shooter.
And if there is a weakness in Weber's game, it's at the free throw line, like you mentioned. So hopefully, he's had such a great game so far today. Hopefully, this is something that will maybe be the decider in this game. 15
points to lead the Prairie Stars, but he's got to make this first one. He doesn't. Rebound, and on the box out, there's going to be a foul underneath that will go against Ross, and Upper Iowa now will take the walk down the court to shoot their own free throws, as that's the third foul on Ross. Not sure who was on in the end. I think Nick Reed or Herntzer is going to be the one who's shooting, and it is going to be Nick Reed who will be shooting. Reed so far today, 4 for 4 from the line. He's got 8 points and 5 rebounds. Lines up the first attempt, hits nothing but net. And again, this continues the theme over the last few weeks of Upper Iowa. What they've been known for so many years now is just excellent free throw shooting as a team.
Yeah, and this game is right now there's a nice enough lead for Upper Iowa, but it's going to come down to free throws at some point, so might as well start hitting them early.
Yep, still not single digits. And on those free throws, Nick Reed officially now into 1,000 points for his career at Upper Iowa. So congratulations to Nick. They'll get him on the list. Now he's trying to keep in front of Weber, who was fouled in the end by King. Went for the ball, but did not get a lot of it. So he will get hit with the foul. It's the 10th foul on Upper Iowa, so it's a double bonus the rest of the way for the Prairie Stars. That is King's first foul, but more importantly, really cool moment. Again, Nick Reed, I know he had 40 points in Emporia State, but good to see him get the full 1,000 already in his time here in Fayette.
Yeah, and we get a whole year of Nick Reed left next year coming back, so he's going to be definitely adding to that total. There's some games left yet this year, hopefully a lot of games for the men's team this year. So great milestone, great accomplishment for Mr. Reed.
He's got 625 career rebounds, which is 12th all-time already, and he's going to have a chance to maybe crack the top 5 when things are all said and done. But right now, him and the rest of the Peacocks looking to crack through with a few more baskets as they're up by 7 with 4 minutes left to go roughly.
And it looks like Upper Iowa's going to go into the stall game here, run it down to about 10 seconds, let Jake do some work here. And
Kunert, though, sticking with him for the moment. Hilmer gets inside, trying to dump that one off. Herntzer controls it. 2 on the clock. Delzell for 3, off the front end. King with the one-hand tip. Flies in like he had wings and puts it up in for 2.
Noah King jumping out of nowhere, making a great play for the Peacocks.
Big-time basket there after all hope seemed lost. Upper Iowa now on the defensive end have Herntzer on Weber once again. Weber now faces a double team, back out. Ball rotated here to the near corner. Altman tries three-point shot, and he hits it, nothing but net.
Wow, good-looking shot.
What a hit there by Altman. Put a bookmark in that one. If Illinois Springfield can come back, now only down by 6.
Boy, what a great game so far between both of these teams. Both near the top of the GLVC, just battling out because, again, every game matters when it comes to the GLVC tournament.
Hilmer almost got that one poked away by Rice. Now Ross switches on to him. Hilmer now on the drive, trying to get away. Fade away, mid-range jumper, too strong. Delzell tips it. But he's going to get hit with over the back on Rice. And that will be, again, a double bonus opportunity for the Prairie Stars. So have remained minuscule for both teams. Illinois Springfield have kind of gotten it under control. They still only have 9. Upper Iowa still only have 0 in this game, but right now having to deal with Jordan Rice at the line after the foul by Dalzell.
Yeah, these last few weeks of doing Upper Iowa games, Josh, it just seems like by the end of the game we're sweating about as much as the players are.
Rice misses the first free throw. Yeah, I don't think doctors are prescribing these games to us. I think it's the opposite of what they're intended for your health. I'm sure those of you at home for both teams right now have got to be sweating things out. As we still have 2:57 left to go. Rice knocks down one of two. Hannah back into the game, and he will give Rice a breather.
Well, I do know that they do have a defibrillator in-house, so.
Any chance you can just take hits of that, even if you're not currently passed out?
Or just,
I want to get ahead of this.
Yeah, just for the last couple minutes here, just hook us up and give us a shot every once in a while.
Well, strap in, folks. Here we go. Nick Reed now, guarded by Cooner. He's going to shoot over him. That one, though, off to the left. Rebound there by Altman.
That's tough. 5 points.
Tough shot there. Reed thought he could shoot over his defensive mark, but didn't get it to go. And now Springfield can cut it to one possession. And no surprise, they're looking to establish Weber on the low block. Reed sticking with him, though. Weber now initially spins. King now throws himself in for the double team. Weber has to pass this one off. Kunert now drives back out. Shot clock down to 5. It's going to be a travel over there on the far side as King got out to force that turnover by Hannah.
Oh, a nice break there for Upper Iowa.
As King now will be the one inbounding the ball. 2:16 left to go. Upper Iowa again in the 1-and-1 territory. Illinois Springfield shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. So every foul is going to mean something here down the stretch. And Upper Iowa going to take this possession very slowly. Try to take some time off the clock. They'll get it under 2 minutes.
Yep, and Illinois Springfield, no need to foul right now. Just still got enough time. Just play good defense. Try to get a stop.
King now cut off on the drive by Altman, looking for an outlet. Hilmer able to get back. Shot clock go down to 5. Hilmer now going to have to put on the Jets. Falling away, 3-point shot. Yes, sir!
Are you kidding me?
How in the world does he do it every time? Jake Hilmer basically out of bounds, hitting that 3-pointer. Upper Iowa back up by 8. Back outside now. Altman off the shot fake. Back out. Hannah left open.
Oh,
he passed up the 3, though. Gets inside. Dalzell is going to foul him, I think. Reed was in there as well. And it will go against Dalzell. And it'll be 2 free throws there for Hannah. That's the 4th foul on Dalzell. But, oh, my goodness, folks. Jake Hilmer, that's all you can say.
Take a look at this. Fading off your screen. Booyah.
34 points today. Hilmer now 3 for 6 from downtown. And he's 12 for 23 from the field. In his final game inside of Dorn Memorial Gymnasium, where he's had so many 30-point games in his career. But Upper Iowa have need every one of those 34 points. Austin Hilmer back in for Herntzer. And it's still not completely sealed yet.
Timeout situation for both teams. Upper Iowa has 2. Illinois Springfield down to just their final timeout.
That free throw missed as Reed's able to get the rebound. So it's a 7-point lead, 79-72 in favor of Upper Iowa. Now a little bit of pressure here from the Prairie Stars. Back over to Nick Reed. Upper Iowa now will have a chance to get this down to close to a minute here. But Illinois Springfield, I don't think they're going to let that happen. They're going to try to turn up the heat here. King now gets in the lane. Rises up. The layup is good. Noah King gets it to go. Timeout Upper Iowa as they go back up by 9 off the basket from not really the myth or the legend because you've been able to see him, folks, for a long time. Jake Hilmer with 34 points. Herntzer close it down. Jake Hilmer with the steal, and he calls the timeout once again. That man is everywhere, and usually it's the right place.
Springfield team going to be a tough team in the tournament, that's for sure.
Could be a potential first-round matchup depending on how things play out for the Peacocks. I don't think they would like that. But neither do Illinois Springfield, I do think. So actually, again, King's going to be the one taking the ball out of bounds. He gets it in quickly to Hilmer. Hilmer's going to try to outrun a couple of Illinois Springfield players, but he is fouled in the end, and he will head to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. Herntzer is going to check in soon for Upper Iowa as that foul will go against Altman. The 8th foul against Illinois Springfield, the first against Altman. Jake Hilmer with 34 has a chance to push it to 36.
Yeah, Jake Hilmer, this has been one to remember. Just not necessarily the number of points that he scored, but just how he scored them. All contested, all difficult shots, capped off by that fade out of your screen 3-pointer he just hit about a minute ago. This kid's electric.
It's going to be a very long time, I think, before Upper Iowa will be lucky enough to get a player as exciting and as productive as Jake Hilmer has been over the course of his career. I hope I'm wrong.
Hopefully it's next year.
And they show up here, you never know. Again, a part of the new freshman class who could be on the same type of career path. But Jake Hilmer has definitely set a new standard here for Upper Iowa, especially in the scoring department. 36 now tonight for Hilmer. He's 9 for 9 from the line.
Yeah, and for somebody like Jake Hilmer, he came in, started as a true freshman, made an impact right away.
That three off the mark from Rice. The ball bounces out of bounds. It's Upper Iowa basketball, and the Peacocks can start to feel it as Austin Hilmer's going to check back in. Altman's going to check back in as well, and so too is, for the first time today, number 10, Yamani Sharif, graduate student from Bolingbrook, Illinois, only averaging 1.3 points per game, and I'm not trying to make too many assumptions, but he might be in there just to a foul. As Reed now, he's caught up, and he traveled. I think Reed just kind of lost track of his feet there after some pressure. So Springfield, they need it. And, man, the subs are going to come in fast and furious, offense and defense, folks. Johnson back in for the Prairie Stars. Weber also back in for Illinois Springfield.
And we've seen crazier things, folks. I mean, this game's far from over.
In the corner now, Hannah, the three-pointer. It's short. Weber gets the offensive board. Has to put something back up immediately, but he lost the ball. Scramble. Hertzer comes away with it. Shot clock turned off. Hilmer has it. No foul there. He breaks into the half court. And he's going to stop there. And Illinois Springfield, I think they realize that their time here in Dorman has come to an end. Jake Hilmer, in his final game of a 5-year career here inside of Dorman Memorial Gymnasium here in Fayette for the Upper Iowa Peacocks, scores 36 and gets the win alongside his teammates. 83-72, Upper Iowa victorious. Third foul, but 8th on Upper Iowa, and that will put Hannah back at the line.
You know, he plays defense so aggressively that this late in the game, if he doesn't have 3 fouls, you're wondering if he's injured. You know, and I think that's what he really brings. He brings that defensive pressure, aggressiveness, kind of can spark some runs for Upper Iowa. And let's not forget, the kid can shoot, too. He's already knocked down a big 3 in this game.
Well, Hannah's 1 rebound away from another double-double, as he stands in at 12 points and 9 rebounds. He's got 2 assists as well. Misses the second free throw. Rebound. Hertzer flies in to grab it. And he's now got 9 rebounds. He's got 9 points as well. So you're on double-double watch there for Kyle Hertzer.
All right.
Hilmer now. That's broken through into the 30-point category. Wants some more, though. The three-pointer, too strong. Altman there with a big-time board.
See if Upper Iowa can get a stop here. Illinois Springfield's had some really nice offensive sets here as of late.
Ross now trying to go what would be a very minuscule high-low, but back out to Hannah. Hannah now drives on Hertzer. The spin and gets so far into the lane. There's not much Upper Iowa could do in that point.
Yeah, a little bit of a mismatch there for Hertzer, and just a fantastic move.
Make it 14 points for Hannah to hit his season average. Hilmer now. Caught off by Hannah. But still, gets to a favorable spot. Couple spins. What a layup there, but too strong off the glass. Really couldn't even see the basket. And now here comes Weber. Sneaks this one through to Hannah. Going to take on Reed. Going right at him. Reed now trying to stick with them there. Threw in a hand and able to force a miss as Hertzer grabs the rebound. That's his 10th.
Boy, Nick Reed did a nice job there. Hannah was stuck underneath the basket and was able to keep him trapped there.